Hi, this is Jane from Tailor Made Fitness, and I'm here just to show you how to make a really quick breakfast dish. It's a cross between a quiche and a frittata, so I call it a quitatta, and I'm going to show you how I do it. Have a look. Okay, so here's what I did for my quitatta. I started off with some new potatoes, just diced up, and I'm just softening those in a pan in a little bit of coconut oil. I've got some broccoli cooked off, so normally I'd use leftover veg, but I didn't have any this morning, so I've just lightly boiled that, so it's just starting to be tender. And then I've got tomatoes, I've got a little bit of cheese. I wouldn't necessarily always use cheese, but I'm not very good with the taste of eggs, so I find it helps. I've got some diced up bacon. I'm using dry cured smoked bacon, but whatever you've got would be good. I'm going to throw that in with the potatoes in a moment. And in the jug I've got 8 of my freshly laid eggs from my chickens in the garden. So I'm going to show you in a moment how I put that all together. Okay, so the bacon's all cooked off now, that's looking good. I'm going to add in the broccoli, which if I was doing it with 2 hands I might arrange it all beautifully. But as I'm doing it one-handed while I hold the camera, it won't be quite as pretty as normal, but normally I would arrange it so the edges are all on the outside. You obviously don't have to make it too pretty. And then I'm going to throw in the rest of the ingredients. So I've got my tomatoes and cheese in there. I've beaten up the eggs, so now I'm just going to pour those on top. So I've still got it on the heat, on the hob, just pouring everything in. Now I've used 8 eggs. Whee! Slight overflow. Okay, had a slight problem, poured the egg all over the side of the pan, but here we go, back with it again. So all I would do now is just poke around a little bit and get some of that loose egg round to the bottom of the pan, just like if you were making an omelette. So I'm just lifting gently away from the sides, letting any uncooked egg just drop down in. And I'm going to keep it on the hob just until I feel like it's started to cook through at the bottom. And then it goes into an oven. So I've got the oven set on 200 and a little bit, so about 220. So I've got it in an oven-proof pan. If you didn't have a pan you could put in the oven, you could just tip everything into an oven-proof dish and take it from there. But I quite like the browning it on the bottom before I put it into the oven. And it's as easy as that. You put it in the oven and maybe 15 minutes. You just leave it in there, maybe 10-15 minutes. Just keep checking it. And just check when it's done all the way through, and you've got a perfect dish for breakfast or as a snack. Once it's come out of the oven and it's cooled, it's really good. You can just cut a slice off and take it on the go if you're running out the door, on your way to work or on the way to school. It's a really, really good, healthy, lovely, yummy breakfast option. So I'm going to throw this one in the oven and I'll be back with you soon. So here you go. Here's one I made earlier, my completed quitatta, hot out of the oven. I'm going to have a piece now for my breakfast, and then the rest I'll eat cold later. So there it is, cut, ready to eat. And there's the action shot, the piece I'm going to have for my breakfast. If you give it a try, let me know how you get on. Enjoy.